Welcome to Bamfordrose and another question of the week. This week we're going to talk about some performance products that people say, hey, is it worth me buying this for my car? One of these such products is a high flow air filter, and they're available from establishments that look professional or enthusiastic owners with no engineering experience who have amassed an array of supposedly upgrade parts which they sell. But specifically, let's take the air filter on a V8 Vantage. So firstly, the air filter that's on a V8 Vantage is exactly the same as what's fitted to a 600 horsepower GT12. So if that air filter can flow enough air for the 600 horsepower GT12, then it's capable of flowing enough air for the 380 or 420 horsepower V8. But let's go into it a bit deeper. If you were to take the air filter out completely and run with no air filter, what you'd be looking for is a change in inlet manifold pressure or vacuum, depending on how you want to classify it, and see that you've influenced that, meaning that you've made more performance. So on the V8, if you were to run the engine at wide open throttle on a dyno and measure the pressure in the inlet manifold and compare that to atmospheric pressure, if the inlet manifold was at atmospheric pressure, then you're getting perfectly optimized performance. You can do no better than that. Well, the V8 Vantage runs an incredibly low inlet manifold vacuum in that it's about 1.65 kPa vacuum compared to atmosphere. So by taking the air filter out, you're probably going to only drop, well, it's probably not measurable, but 0.2, 0.3 of a kPa. Then if you consider what the relationship is between bhp and kPa, then for every 3.5 kPa it's probably about 4 or 5 horsepower. So if you've got a 0.2 kPa reduction, then by taking the air filter out compared to running with it is a performance figure that is not measurable. You wouldn't be able to perceive any other difference, maybe other than you can hear a little bit of induction roar because the air filter is removed, and that's going to give you the perception that you've got a bit more performance. So the whole idea of a performance air filter, when you take it out, you do not affect inlet manifold pressure, you will not get any more performance. The whole idea of a performance air filter I just do not understand. So if you want my advice, just run with a standard Aston Martin factory filter on your 4.3 V8, because you'll get no performance benefit from going aftermarket.